These videos are not financial advices. Everything shared here is provided for educational purposes only. Hello everyone, welcome back to another trading session. I just found my first trade and I also missed my first trade. This is a beautiful third touch breakout with the gap down starting exactly on the round number. I was about to start recording this video and then I missed this entry right now. Literally right now I missed this trade. It's fine. I will look for other opportunities. Yeah, today's market looks very good, and hopefully we're gonna have a very nice trading session today. Let's see. I don't know what is wrong recently. These boxes appear all of a sudden. Okay, so now I see a QM right here. This is the QM pattern: A, B, C, and then break out the previous swing, and then this is going to be my QM zone, right? But this is a very huge QM. Certainly we're not going to see any engulf in 33 minutes or 5 minutes. We can check for the 10 minutes. There's no engulf. When the QM is too huge, the confirmation also goes to the higher time frame. When it comes to binary, the higher the time frame as the confirmation is, the more inaccurate it becomes. So we always stick to 3 minute and 5 minute confirmation for the QM and the advanced setups. I'm looking for a good trade right now. Yeah, this is a trade we missed. This was a beautiful trade. Third touch breakout. See, first touch, second touch, third touch broke this. Also, we have high compared to previous high after the second touch. So this is a valid setup. And also, we are in the direction of the market. Market is coming from this order block right now. And it created this movement. Boom. Breakout of the previous swings. It created a potential QM right here. So if the price comes to this zone, I might have a setup. So I'm going to already look for it. Okay, I don't see any engulf here, any sell engulf here. So that means there's no high time frame confirmation for me. So I'm not taking any trade. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit tough. You know, this is trading. This is how trading works. Yeah, sometimes market is kind of feels uncomfortable. Okay, we have this little QM right here. This is the QM zone, and this is the supply zone. If I go to lower time frame, I might find some good entry points in lower time frame for that QM. I don't see one. Okay, okay, yeah, I see one. I actually see one. If market comes to this little red zone, I will jump into this trade. Did it touch it? No. There we go. It touched it. Oh shit. I think. Okay. I got another entry on this one. Let's go. We got 2 entries on this little QM zone. QM entry point. I could have better entry if I was entering right here. This is a beautiful QM. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So basically, what do we mean by QM? First of all, you can watch this entire video, which is about the QM. This is the most interesting setup in this channel that people love it. So watch the video. Basically, when we have this A, B, C, and then the breakout of previous swing, this is the QM zone. And then we need to look for the entry and the confirmations. Okay, I'm taking this screenshot from this to add up to my journal. I use this journal to kind of always know in which session, which trade I've taken and avoid the repetitive mistakes. This is what journal is for. And yeah, for this QM, if I go to lower time frame, basically step by step, I need to see a demand zone, okay? Do you see any demand here yet? No. In 10 seconds, none. And 5 seconds is where I saw the actual demand zone, which market could potentially react. There we go. This is the demand zone. Demand zone is basically an engulfing pattern, which is not previously touched. For example, if this shadow was touching this, it would not be a fresh demand anymore. And yeah, then that would become our entry. Usually people combine different reasons to take this trade. And that's the best way to trade any setup. That would be amazing if we had like other stuff. For example, if we connect these 3, you'll see this is a basically some kind of trend line, and closing on a trend line, especially for the third touch, can give us the red candle, right? So here, after this candle, we already know we might have a red candle. Gap up confirms that. That's more confidence for us. And then once we see the lower time frame entry, we mark it. This is the huge margin of safety to take your trade on based on the QM. Other than that, in this particular chart, the reason why I say the market is beautiful today, look at this beautiful range, right? Look at this beautiful dojis right at the middle of the ranges. You know that when we break a doji and it's inside the range, we can take retracement. See, take retracement. Dojis has histories, again, broken retracement. Let me zoom in so I can see better. See this beautiful doji break. Broke the doji, boom, retracement. Again, broke the doji for the second time, retracement. Broke the doji from above, retracement, takeable. Again, broke it, takeable. Didn't break it anymore. All right. So if you go to the charts, randomly take doji breaks, it's not going to give you good results. We need to combine different reasons. For example, this is a demand zone. This is what we call demand, which is causing a breakout. So this doji break right here has a support, and this demand zone is the support. So this would be takeable. This would be takeable. All the buys would be takeable. For the sells, I'm not sure. Okay, because we don't have any support, unless we had something like this, and this would look like a QM then breaking it from the upside would have this QM support. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know why this thing gets big sometimes. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna look for other opportunities now. We already got 2 trades in the bag, and I'm trying to find another one. All right, this is another demand. See, it's reacting from the demand, causing a breakout. Usually gives a reaction. This is a QM as well. See, low, high, lower, low, high, high, or ABC, and break up the swing. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's just the same pattern. Okay, this is a QM. Let's check the higher time frame. Okay. Yeah. See, in 5 minutes, this is an engulf, right? Same engulf becomes the QM pattern. If you go to 1 minute, see, this is the QM pattern, right? Boom. QM pattern. And we have the 5 minute confirmation for it. Now, if I go to lower time frame, if I see the entry zone, I take it. For example, look at this. This is the entry zone. And this is the reaction. This is where we would take this trade, potentially. And this would be the reaction. Okay? This is another QM setup. Yeah, so this market is pretty healthy. This is a order block setup. This is not a demand. This is an order block. Basically, it's also causing a breakout, and there's a fair value gap. So I think this would be a good order block to take a trade on. All right, I'm going to take this doji break. Oh my god, my entry is terrible. But I have a better option for taking this trade as well. If I take my trade inside the supply, I really hope it goes inside the supply. And I would look for the lower time frame entry. There we go. This is the lower time frame. So this would be the perfect entry for me for this setup. Okay. In fact, I'm going to take it if it goes to the entry. Please. Come on. Oh no. Oh, in fact, I think it touched the entry. It actually touched the entry, man. I'm so unlucky. I'm so freaking unlucky, man. If I was... Yeah, I think you're gonna lose. Man, it already touched it. My marking was a bit off. And boom, that's a winning trade. Oh my god, bro. That's actually impressive. And I'm gonna mark this. See if it touched. I think it touched. I don't know, it might not. Yeah. this is where the trade should have been taken on as a safe trade. This is a doji break, remember, break and doji retracement. And safety, margin of safety, it comes from this QM. This is another QM. There's a lot of QMs in the market. This is the QM that I said this is a huge QM. And another one, look at this again, trend line. See, today's market was very good. We took some beautiful trades, and I will just take a beautiful screenshot of this. Also in the journal, I've implemented the rules that potentially a trader should follow. See, also the confidence meter, which will tell you that if you're overconfident. Look at this. Right now, we are basically overconfident because we took triple trades and all of them winning trades. If you take the next trade, you might take a bad trade. So this is trying to tell you that right now, if you want to take your next trade, you have to be more cautious because you are close to overconfidence zone. All right, I'm going to call it a day and finish this session. Yes, sir. Nope. This was an amazing session. Good market leads to a good session. Once you journal your trade, for example, on my previous trade, I can go here and basically see what trades I have taken. Look, this is how it shows. Beautiful, isn't it? Like, this is the perfect tool for journaling your trade. Anyways, thank you for watching, man, and peace out.